Welcome back to Kontroversy, where all the current news and views and attitude will be reviewed and critiques and just slash off and bitches about. Anyway, the next news is by golf. Russian dies during Suana World ChampionShips.
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
so
I saw the news
I mean,
yesterday.
a lot of people probably have heard or saw the actual footage, which is really highly disturbing, if you ask me. And it's even more disturbing when you know, kind of trying to understand the purpose of people who entered this in the first place, or people who actually watching this and wait until that moment to come when someone died, which is really weird. It's happened in Finland, and right now in Finland, I suppose it is summer. So on that day, on Saturday of last week, it was 32 degrees Celsius outside.
Oh.
When you think about sauna in the gym or anywhere, most of the time, you know, in a cold country, cold weather, that's when you do it, you know, just to kind of get yourself a little sweat kind of thing after. But in Finland, these two competitors, which is the last two, I suppose.
Finalists.
Yes, the two finalists, Ledisinski and Kokkonen, entered the competition.
They look exhausted even before they start already.
Yeah.
Oh, I think these are the six that couldn't stand it.
Was racing up to 110 degrees Celsius.
Oh.
That's like, hey, let's compete in frying each other in this sauna room.
That's like frying meat.
You know,
look at that.
God.
It's just not, I mean, if you're at that stage, why don't you run out?
No, because they want to get a championship.
Yeah, because they want, I think
they want to get the trophy.
The person who died would be the one that was about to be able to stand it more, right? But I think the other person was the champion.
Yeah, and the other one, that one is already...
Oh my God!
He just couldn't stand it anymore, and finally the medics, the organizers say that they have enough medics in hands to help out. But the thing is, at that stage,
medics can't help.
No, because it's respiratory acute,
it's like
right?
You got severe heat stroke.
Yeah,
exactly, and that's 110. I mean, you wouldn't even put anything else in there except you want to cook it.
And as I remember, this is like the hottest, highest temperature summer in the record in many years in Finland too. And you know, I walk around in 110 degrees in Palm Springs. One summer, oh my God! I mean, they have this spray, just the mist, just to cool down the temperature. It didn't even hit your face because it's so hot. It's
all
like evaporated before it hit your face. It's that hot. It's too much. And oh yeah, I just told Bo before we started the show that Time magazine just ranked the most ridiculous competition in the world, and this one is on the top.
And
it deserves it. It deserves it. Look at the footage, and plus the guy who started to, you know, kind of spasm a little over there. He's a 5 times champion, and he's trying to defend it. Luckily, he survived, but the guy next to him died.
Didn't survive.
110 is too much. Why they have to raise temperature? I mean, it's hot enough. They can just, you know, let them stay in there.
I think
and that was for only 6 minutes.
6 minutes?
You know, they can just have
because
it
you
like
can only last for
105 or 100 without like increasing temperature. It will be hot anyway.
I think the fact is that the organizers didn't realize that the atmosphere or the temperature outside was actually
a factor
hotter than usual than the previous years. And they thought that it was okay and it was normal because the competitors themselves were okay with it. They're like, you know, we can stand it. We'll tell you as soon as.
Yeah, but if you're like, if something, the mucus coming out of it's.
No, your brain is fried. Your brain is frying.
And I think they were bleeding from open wounds.
Yeah, they said like
it's that bad.
Let me see. The organizer actually said that it would not be organized again. So thank goodness for that, because at least someone learned the lesson. Because seriously, if you have to tell your kid, I'm a champion in this competition, the next question would be, why would you enter in the first place?
But you don't see young men in that competition. I wonder why.
They're not as tolerant. Maybe that's why.
Maybe
they're like, oh, it's burning, and then they just leave.
But I was just wondering if there probably no one died before in this competition. That's why they never stopped.
Of course not. Yeah.
So they thought it's safe.
Yeah, because they said the man suffered. Both men actually suffer from serious burns and were bleeding from open sores.
Yeah, but I mean, before this year, there probably nobody ever really get into that bad.
Yeah, I reported
point.
the World Championship for it last year, and nothing like this happened before. They just say that it's really hot and whatever, and there was just one of the winners.
Really
that's
hot.
all.
It's almost like,
but no one died before.
It's
that's
almost
the main
like
point.
we're not really sure where the threshold is, so we'll just push it until we know. Hey, 110 is not acceptable, people.
Yeah, if you're playing with the people live. You know, I tried sauna once because my mom loved it so much. I don't know why, and she tried to drag me into it. It's not enjoyable for me.
I could not
You can't breathe.
I could not.
That's the
breathe
main
in
point. You
there.
can't breathe
Why?
in there.
Why you have to torture yourself just to sweat? Just go run or something.
No, but you
Just
understand.
go sit somewhere in Bangkok without air condition. You can sweat. You don't need sauna.
Maybe it's because sauna is, a tradition in a cold country, and they
Yeah,
say
it's
and they think
originated
that
in
it's
Finland.
normal and everything. So they're like, yeah, why not try to make it a world record or whatever?
It's
See how it
originated
goes.
In winter time.
Yeah, but it
not
turns out to
when it was
be-
32 outside.
They wanted to, push it up a notch. Maybe that's why.
That was just scary.
As I remember, sauna, it's invented in Finland, and then it's probably one of those things that Finland wanna
to promote it.
Yeah, promote it and wanna make it known to the world that
you
it's
die in
originated
Finland.
and it's probably gonna end it in Finland.
Yeah, so a good thing coming out of this, despite the tragedy, is that the organizer finally, have some sense in them and say, you know what, it might not happen again. But you never know, next year we might be sitting here talking about this again. So don't hold your breath on it, because if people are that silly to do silly things, then the chances are
They're gonna
they'll do it again.
They might be like, we find a new way, we're not gonna do 110, we'll do 105, and let's see who can stand it the longest.
Yeah, no, that's sad, isn't it? After the tragedy of a boy in Iran got hanged, this man entered willingly to the competition to find himself.
Wait till you see my story.
The other one wanna save his life, and the other one just didn't really realize that what he's doing just gonna kill him.
Exactly. So I don't know, and he looks like he's wise enough than a 18-year-old boy.
Yeah, we cannot really judge how wise people are from how
The
they
age.
look or the age, because aging doesn't really increase your mentality.
Okay.
Yeah, speak for yourself now.
Well, we're gonna go to the break on that note, and we'll come back with more story from Bo. Stay tuned.